Hello, everyone, and welcome back to session 100 of our Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign. How's everyone doing?
Doing good.
Doing good. Cool. Yeah, had better than Joanne with her COVID.
Yay.
But COVID will not stop us from playing Pathfinder. Only other things will stop us, as the last couple of weeks you said. Anyway, we are back, so we might as well get straight into it then. So last we left off, if you remember, you had gone and begun the confrontation with Narsamel as your allies caused a distraction, sending the skyships of the Gnomish and Orc fleet to the gates of the city. You went straight to Narsamel's tower in hopes of quickly dispatching him and putting an end to his reign of terror so that the gloom can be restored and the curse on Adana can be lifted. As you began fighting, you were, sort of enraveled within a fight with Narsamel to the death, and which Henning is currently unconscious, but we'll see how that goes. So let's get straight into it then, yeah? So Hanera, you are up, I think, if I remember correctly. So seeing Henning just fall into the ground after Narsamel casting some magic at him.
I thought I healed him in the last session. Maybe that was my...
Yeah, I think you were planning to, and then we just stopped just before your turn.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna heal him. I'm hasted, so I'm gonna... Oh, can't move.
Sorry, okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna move here and use battle medicine.
Okay.
Which I always have to look up. Sorry. It's one action. And then it does the treat wounds, but I have reassurance in medicine, so it would be medicine. I got 20, so it'd be a master. So it's 2d8 plus 30. Have I done it all the way around? Yes, I got that from. I'll do it.
It's slasher.
Yeah, I know it's the opposite to Reddit.
37
what's is that the check? Oh wait, no. Oh,
no, I don't. I have assurance in medicine.
Oh, you got assurance. That's fine. Right, Henning, you are back. No longer unconscious.
I can't battle medicine you again for an hour. Okay, so that's 2 actions, and then I'm gonna...
Why can't I get rid of the... Can't get rid of the unconscious thing when you...
Do you want me to see if I can try? Oh, there you go.
No, the Oh, it's because you're... Oh. All right. So you are currently wounded 3.
So I get bounce back. You recover from near-death experience with astonishing resilience. Don't increase the value of your wounded condition due to losing the dying condition.
Okay.
Once a day.
Oh, did you use that already?
I don't think so.
Because you were wounded 1 already. Okay, maybe not. All right, that's fine.
I can't remember. That must have been like months ago now.
Okay.
There you go. I'm pretty sure I did, but I think it was a different day.
Why were you wounded 1?
I have no idea. Maybe I just didn't get rid of it.
Let's just be safe. Let's keep you wounded 1 for now.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah, better play it safe. But all right. In that case, Hanera, so you you kneel down. You begin to patch up Henning's battered knees.
Yeah. Can I have moved here instead of there when I originally moved?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna cast slow on this guy.
Well, now smell.
Now smell with a legend point. So can you please roll a fortitude save? I'll take off the legend point.
Actually, he's gonna counterspell that.
No, I didn't know he had counter spell. Damn it.
The
Okay.
Lich expends a spell slot at the same level as the spell it casts. What level was that?
3rd level.
Okay. Yeah. Counteract modifier plus 35. What's the? Is it compared to the spell to your spell DC?
Yeah. Well,
he got a 48.
oh, that's a crit success.
Okay. And if successful, the spell is counted and added to his spell totem.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Surely he would already have that as only level 3 spell.
He says to you, "Oh, a spell I've never seen before."
I'll be
I
sure
didn't
to
know
use
he
that
had
moment.
counter spell. I would have used my blood magic. Damn it.
Sure to use it momentarily.
All right, that's his reaction. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, I can't do anything else.
Right. So who's next?
Me.
Cascus. Right. What you get?
who's-
What you got,
who's-
Cascus?
Am I still frozen? Because I feel like for the whole of last session I was like frozen.
Oh.
You were stuck in the thing, but you're out of that now. I think.
No, it was like a condition I had.
Oh, was it the?
I had a condition.
You don't have any. You don't have anything on you.
I don't
Was
know.
it the tribute thing?
Was it the tribute?
No, I wasn't bowing. Anyway, but I was basically inoperable. But so how? Sorry, how?
No, you weren't. You were healing. Last
No,
week.
only for no. I was for like half of the session yesterday. At the very least, I was inoperable. I don't know what happened, but there was something that happened that I was.
Yeah, you were in the black tentacles for a few
That's
turns.
right, yeah.
And then you left that, but you've been healing for the last 2 turns. Anyway, feel free to.
Who's looking hurt?
Currently, Henning is the most hurt.
I shall move here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to move a little bit away from like that, I think. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll do a level 6 in heal
Yay.
on myself now, on Henning.
Cool.
46.
Nice.
Don't use all at once. End of my turn.
I'll take that, thank you. Oh, that didn't. Oh, there we go.
Right. Is that your turn then, Cascus?
Yeah, that's all the actions I can
Right. Yeah, Henning, you feel obviously a lot better off now that you've heard both Cascus and Hanera treating your wounds. Calcifer. Up above, you see Narsamel fighting with Cyan. What do you do? Oh, I guess you're flying actually as well. Did Matt only do a 3rd level?
No, I did. No, I did. I did a 6th level. I did it on the 6th level button, so I should have done it. Heightened. The amount healing by an extra 1d8, and the extra healing for the Act 2 action verse increases by 8. So heightened. Heightened just. Oh yeah. So what I need to add?
It's 1d8 whatever per spell level.
Yeah.
1d8 plus 8. 1d8 plus 8.
No. So for the level 2 one, sorry, the Act 2 action one, which is what I did. It's not 1d8. It's just 8.
No, it's 1d8 plus 8 for each level.
The amount of healing or damage increases by 1d8, and the extra healing for the 2-action version increases by 8.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah, so you only get the extra 8 for the 2-action ones, but it's 1d8.
Sorry, both talked at the same time. Say again.
So the extra 8, the plus 8 is only for the plus 2, but you still get the extra 1d8.
Okay. Fine.
So
Okay, so
that
I
should
need
be
to add
an
another 3d8.
plus 20 plus 18? No, 24. Yeah.
There you go. 13.
Alright, and then you get another play. So
Yeah, 8, 16, 24 plus 13. Hold on. Does this work? No, that does not work. I just do equals at the start. Presumably that works. No, that doesn't work.
No.
It's just, you can do the maths, Alex. Okay,
That's-
that's weird. I don't know why that. Because I thought I did it. I used the right button. Oh,
So
yes.
good.
Bell 3, strange. Anyway.
Alright, Counselor.
Ah!
Ah!
He's inside me. Abracadabra.
Oh, thank you, he says. Thank you kindly. Okay. Cyan.
All right, where can I? Is there somewhere around him that I could get to where he'd be flanked?
Yeah, here.
Between me and. Okay, I'll wander over there. Then I'm going to try to stab him.
Okay. Make it a sec.
Okay. And I'm gonna throw in a hero point as well.
Legend point.
Legend point, sorry.
Okay.
40.
Alright, that's a hit.
Alright. I did click damage. Weird. Hang on. There we go. So 19 plus I believe it's 3d6 now
For what?
for sneak attack.
Oh, yeah.
Just having a look. Yep, 3d6.
Alright.
3d6. He's going to get a debilitation.
Okay.
Which is going to be he needs to make a fortitude save against my class DC.
Okay. Fortitude. That is a 44.
All right, he's doing fine then. Can I use a free action though to twist the knife?
Sure, that's okay.
Oh wait, no, that's a regular action. So that would be my third thing. And he is now bleeding. After stabbing your opponent in a weak spot, you tear the wound open. You deal persistent bleed damage to the target equal to your number of sneak attack damage dice.
3.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, Cyan just kind of glides around, stabs him in the side, and twists it.
Alright, yeah. The wings fluttering behind you. You sort of push yourself in the air just behind him so that you're flanking with Calcifer. Slash him in the back and twist the knife. So he starts bleeding. He looks over his shoulder at you and curses under his breath. "Ugh, I feel the power. but it's not enough. You've got no chance.
Feel the power.
All right, Henning.
Calcifer's in the space above me, isn't he? So
Yeah.
I'm going to fly. Well, I need to go here and then up 30 feet. So I guess that's 2 actions. Is
Yeah.
that 2 actions? Yeah. No? Yes?
Well, it might be more than that. What's your
Oh.
move? What's your flying speed?
Oh, yeah. I don't know flight
Is
speed.
it 25 or 25? So it's
Okay,
actually
so it's
because
more.
when you're flying up, it's actually
Okay. How about
half.
okay? Instead, can I move here from the ground, and then just use spell instead for this turn?
Sure.
Going to use telekinetic projectile.
Okay.
Which is 30 feet, so that just hits him, I assume, if he's 30 feet above
Yeah,
me.
that's fine. I make an attack. Spell attack.
33?
That misses, unfortunately.
Oh, whiff. Okay,
That's
well, that's
close.
my turn then.
All right, yeah, you tear off psychically a bit of masonry from the wall behind him, fling it at him. He sort of just dodges out the way just at the last second. Okay, it's Narcimal's turn. He is going to use.
Oh, I need to take 14 HP back as well because of the vampire shit.
It's going to make him attack with his staff against you, Cyan.
Nimble dodge.
That's 49 to hit.
Oh, that's still a crit. Oh, melee.
All right, so that's 48 bludgeoning damage.
Can I do a... Oh, wait, no, I can't. I'm on the floor. Ignore me.
So that'd be 32 then.
So 32. Then he's going to use Mind Blank as a spell.
Stupefy.
Stupefy too.
Stupefy.
Wait, what does Stupefy even do? Okay, well, he's going to use Mind Blank on... Oh, no. No, he's not. He's going to use Maze on you, Calcifer. Okay.
Oh god.
Alright, that's a 12, so he does pass that. So, Mind Blank. No,
I thought it was maze.
Maze, sorry. You transport the target into an extradimensional maze of eldritch origin and trap it there. I guess that just succeeds, and you have to... Once each turn, the target can spend 1 action to attempt a survival check or perception check against your spell DC. Just get the maze. So he just points at you, I guess, Calcifer. And you just watch as eldritch runes just begin to just surround you, and before you know it, you're trapped somewhere dark, a maze, a labyrinth. Boom.
Oh god.
Narcimal kind of laughs to himself. Right, Hinera. Okay. I'd say yes because it got well, yeah, I'd say yes because you have to use it in advance, and because he used it as a reaction. So okay. Okay. That's all good. That's a 37 on that saving throw. Is that slowed 1 then? Okay. Wait, does slow have Yeah, I'm just wondering if it has the incapacitate tag. No, it doesn't. It's all good. Yeah, that's fine. Where do you want to move out to? Okay. All right. So yeah, you watch as there's sort of arcane chains begin to appear, cast by Hanera, just holding him back a little bit, slowing him down. Cascus.
Okay. Right. So really take a ton of damage though. But I don't really want to just do nothing because it's. But I think I need to heal. Yeah, I'm gonna go for another heal. I don't particularly enjoy it, but I think it's important. So I'll do my last level 6 slot heal again on Henning.
That is a spell, isn't it? He is going to counter spell.
Okay.
Counteract
What a poopy head.
modifier +35. No, it's a reaction.
Does it matter what level it is?
No.
He just counters it and it's just done.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what level you use because it just that takes a thing off his. So, what level did you use?
6.
Level 6. Okay.
So that's
And that's a 41 that he got on his counteract.
36. So yeah.
That's a success then.
And I can't counteract that, so it's fine.
And he gets heal on his actually.
How many more? How many more does he have? Touch. I can't do that. I kind of want to get that in. He's 330 feet over the air. Okay. In that case, I'm just going to break line of sight with him and stand here. Is that? I presume this is a pillar. Is that right, or is it like a plinth?
Yeah, it's like a pillar.
Okay, so I'm going to break line of sight so he can't get me.
Cool. All right, that's your turn then, is it?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, Kosovo. You find yourself in a maze. All around you are kind of strange walls with arcane runes carved all across them. What do you want to do? You got to try and make your way out, I guess. So, it's a survival check or a perception check. Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
That is a success. That's a regular success. His DC is 41. So it's not. That's with a stupefied. Yeah.
He's terrifying.
So success. The target, you're on the right path to the exit. So you've got what? So that means that you're on the right path now. So it means you need another success. Yeah, if the target was already on the right path, it escapes the maze. So you've got one more chance. And I'm not sure you can make. Can you make tribute whilst in the maze?
This maze is really cool.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Brilliant.
That's fine. Okay. Cyan.
Henning's not in the air, is he?
Henning's
he's
not
on
in
the
the air.
All right. Well, I guess there's nothing much else I can do other than try and stab him again.
Stabby, stabby.
39.
39. That is a hit.
Okay. It's not a sneak attack though, because he is not flat-footed. So I'm just gonna try it again.
Okay.
That's a miss, I imagine.
27 is a miss. Yeah. Casper claw you. All right. So that's your turn then, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Henning.
Okay. I'm going to go up 25 feet with my wingies.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to use Dimensional Assault for the other 5 foot to get in front of him.
Okay.
So that puts me invisible. But I'm going to use the strike as well. So
Are you?
I'll
gonna
be
go
hitting
flanking?
him. It should be because it will be. I'll be
You're gonna-
invisible to him when I do it.
Oh, he will be flat-footed. But yeah, okay, he'll be flat-footed, but you're not gonna flank. Okay.
But yeah, I want to move so I'm flanking. So,
Okay.
Yeah, so there. But I can Dimensional Assault that. So
Yeah, that's where Calcifer just was.
Yeah, so. Okay, so I'm invisible. Okay. Well, if you do, I guess we're gonna be We're gonna be roomies. Okay. I'm gonna make
I know,
a
roommate.
strike. They were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
So 37.
That's a hit.
Cool. Damage. And then there's an extra 5 damage on that because of my class feature.
Okay.
Okay.
Was that a spell? That was just a regular attack, was it?
It's just a regular attack. I don't think you can make it a spell strike. That would be kind of OP, I think. I will just hit him again.
Okay.
With the penalty. Oh, I don't know what I just rolled.
Oh. You say the first
I'll-
one. 43, that's a hit.
Yeah. 11 plus 5 again for if he's being flanked.
16.
Cool.
It's looking pretty hurt.
Can I make a reaction, actually?
Sure.
Opportune backstab. It's a level 8 rogue feature. Creature within your melee reach is hit by a melee attack from one of your allies. When your enemy is hit by your ally, you capitalize upon the distraction. Make a strike against the triggering creature.
Alright, good.
Cheers. 35.
That is not because you're flanking. That is a success. That is a hit.
Woo! And because it's flanking, it's a sneak attack, I believe. Although I don't know if it...
Does that work on reactions?
It doesn't specify it has to be on my turn.
Richard, the rulebook.
When your enemy can't... If you strike a creature that has a flat-footed condition with an agile or finesse melee weapon, an agile or finesse unarmed attack, a ranged weapon attack, or a ranged unarmed attack, you deal an extra 1d6 precision damage. It doesn't specify if it has to be on my turn or not.
Surely. Why can't you use that on every attack then?
Because they have to be flat-footed.
Yeah, but
And it has to be agile or finesse.
Yeah, well, that's weird because yeah, you should be able to. Okay, well, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, roll sneak attack.
Slash 3d6.
32. All right. It's still your turn, Henning, isn't it?
No, that'll be the end of my turn.
Oh, that's your turn. Okay. He's looking really hurt. You're just starting to cut him up. Yes, he is now asleep. All right. He sees that you're all kind of going all over him. He says, "Enough of this." He begins to cast Wail of the Banshee.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm invisible, so he should not counterspell me.
Natural one.
Ha!
You watch as he
Ah.
begins to open his mouth and attempts to cast a spell, and at the last moment he goes, "Damn it!"
Can I make a reaction out of that? Can I do an opportunity attack from that?
Well, he doesn't actually cast. It doesn't even actually cast it, so he sort of stops.
I thought you
before.
can do it to stop spells being casted as well. Because you can use it to also stop spells, right? So
Yeah, but I'm just wondering about the order with the flat check. Yeah, but if you're stupefied and you have to do a flat check, like it stands to reason that he doesn't even start casting it because he can't. I'll let you make an. I'll let you make an attack of opportunity, Henning.
okay. It was a bad roll anyway. 31. 31 with flanking.
That misses still.
Okay.
Let's try.
I'm just wondering about the. Does that take his actions if he fails the flat check? Okay, well that's his turn then. Wait, why are you back? Oh, yeah. Right, you're back. Poop. I'll just shunt you here, I guess. Being funny. Right, Hanira.
Okay, I was wondering if I could have my legend point back because I am invisible and he shouldn't have been able to counterspell me anyway.
Oh, you're invisible.
Yeah. I've got.
Okay, fine.
Yes! Okay, I'm gonna do what I was doing before and legend point slow.
Okay. Is that a fortitude save?
Yeah.
That is a 28.
Is that with the legend point?
Oh, it'll be an 18.
Oh my god. Critical fail. And, let me get the spell up. Because it's a Bardock type one that's in a different section. Slowed 2 for 1 minute.
Okay.
So I feel like maybe it isn't going to be so useful now, but I've done it.
Alright,
Finally.
that's 2 action. Oh, you moved as well.
Yeah, I'm hasted though, so I'm gonna move back.
Cascus.
Cool.
You watch as Narsimel is flying in the air. He's very slow. Everyone's tearing him to pieces. What do you want to do?
Well, considering most of my abilities are all AoE, It's not a good
Please
time.
no.
I'll-
Do it.
I can't.
I'll do a incendiary or a whirling flames. I can upcast. I can do 5-foot burst non-overlapping, but I presume I can't do it like on top of him or below him.
That will hit people around him.
No, it's a 5-foot burst, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do it on that corner. That's a good point. I'll do it there. I'll do it like on that side at the bottom right then, and I will do that. I would do flaming fusillade, but I don't have enough turns. Where is it? Whirling flame. There we go.
Oh God.
It's a DC 36 reflex, basic.
Reflex.
That's a lot of damage.
That's 39, so that's a success. That's half
Just-
damage.
Well, not just, but relatively just. So it's 20 something, and then that's end of my turn.
All right. How would you like to kill Nasmel?
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like I don't think it's just me who did this. I think I actually contributed probably the least damage by quite a long shot, so I think it's kind of unfair that I get the deciding vote. So, how about we do it together as a team to celebrate our Henning?
Oh.
Yeah, celebrate.
So let's
the kill.
let's do some kind of celebratory kind of limb removal as a group and explain in gory detail how every inch of his body is
Henning-
destroyed.
Henning would
Yeah.
like to stab him over and over again in the neck, with Vance also with an ethereal blade stabbing him at the same time.
Okay. As you're all just wailing on Nasmel, getting as he gets blown up by the fire, by various swords, by a mace or whatever, he falls out the sky. Falls out the sky, lands on the ground in a crumpled heap. Okay. Lying there, his limbs kind of twitch. He looks up, looks over at you all. A slight glimmer of life still left in his eyes, and says, "This isn't over. Help me, Wardens." You all begin to see smoke rolling from the space underneath the bridge, the kind of gloom fog you've all come to know. At the end of the corridor, or at the end of the bridge, you see the assassin in yellow kind of appear in a fog of smoke, and says, "I followed them here. They're coming." You begin to watch as 3 kind of orbs of light begin circling over the bridge, and you hear a sort of slow rumble in the air as you hear, "It is not your time to go yet, Narsimel." As you watch,
Hold on.
the 3 orbs of light begin to open up into the sort of shapes of what seem to be kind of woodland beings, or some sort of like kind of spiritual kind of creatures made seemingly of pure light, begins to sort of dazzle you in the darkness of this hallway. Their power feels fairly overwhelming, and like a sort of flashlight or a torch or a spotlight, they all begin to just focus their beams onto the form of Narsimel, who's there on the ground, and you watch as he sort of begins to be lifted up into the air by it. Cyan, you hear a tapping on your shoulder of Nyx, and she says, "Follow me. We have work to do."
Okay. I'm gonna try and follow Nyx then.
All right, Nyx starts leading up the stairs, like this way. You watch as Narsimel's body is carried over to the center of the bridge, Actually, hang on, I need to get rid of this thing as well. As Hank is suddenly freed from the oh shit. As Hank is suddenly freed from the tentacles as well. He sort of like goes over to you and starts licking at your wounds, Calcifer, and then licks at his. Oh, bow, wow, wow, wow. No, you're all freed from that. Narcimel's body is sort of like carried over by these by the wardens and just dropped onto this kind of the middle of the bridge. And you begin to watch as power is just infused into him. His body begins to sort of like morph and mutate and bulge in strange ways. Eyes begin to open up on his body, and his flesh begins to expand until you see before you what seems to be nothing but a massing, writhing bubble of flesh.
Nice.
I'll roll initiative for this. Oh,
Is
let
he
me just
still
sort this
slowed?
Is he still slow? Nice try, Joanne.
Hey, I put a lot of effort into that slow.
Nice try.
Alright, I'll do the assassinating others. All right. So you begin to watch as it begins to writhe. What used to be Narcimel now suddenly has a kind of like flaming light sort of shooting off it. Every time a little eye opens, a little beam of light kind of shoots out and cuts a bit of the stone nearby. Claws writhing, sort of poke itself out of its skin, sort of like aimlessly sort of thrashing wherever, and toothed mouths sort of gnarl and gnash at anything nearby. Let's get going. The assassin in yellow, with a flash of light, begins to immediately jump up into the air and starts to attack the warden. A spawn of Narcimel is going to suddenly one of the mouths opens up and fires out a cone towards you, 60 foot.
Nimble dodge.
Yeah, can
Is it
everyone
reflex?
It's a reflex saving throw, please.
Okay, so I believe this is
Still hit
plus
people in the
2.
sky.
You will have you have major cover, so you will have +6 to your +5, sorry, to your roll.
Okay, I just saw that I can't do nimble dodge on this because that requires an attack. So
Oh yeah, well you have evasion anyway as a
yeah.
rogue. Yeah, so can everyone make a reflex saving throw, please?
Do I get partial cover? 'Cause I'm sort of.
Yeah, I'll give you a +2.
That wasn't good. 13.
Uh-oh.
That feels so good.
Right, Hanera. All right, sorry, Cyan, critical success. Well, you get a success, which is a critical success for you. Hanera, that's a fail. Cascus, that's a fail. Henning, that is a crit fail.
Uh-oh.
Calcifer, that is a fail. And Hank, that is a critical fail. So those who succeeded, so those who failed take 48 damage.
Ow.
Henning, you take 96.
Oh my god, I'm on a
So I
1
take
HP.
48, do I? Or
You take none because you got
Ah.
critical success.
that's good being a rogue.
I'm gonna use
Use some
selfish.
healing again.
Hanera, actually, you have a +5, don't you, on yours?
Yeah,
What was your roll in the end?
33.
33 plus 5 is 38. That's still a fail.
Well, get my hopes up.
Sorry. Fire?
Oh, I have a fire
Fire
resistance.
I do not.
Hell yeah.
Henning's on 1 HP.
Yeah. Ow.
10.
Cascus, what did you?
So I failed, but I've got fire resistance, a reasonable amount, and selfish shield, so I'll just knuckle that off. It probably takes it down to like 50 damage.
Oh, where's my ring?
What is your fire resistance?
It's from the boots and from the stuff. Let me.
What's the number on it?
The number is 10 fire resistance on the boots.
So that's 10 off that. Yeah,
And
so
selfish shield, which will then remove. I will figure it out, but it removes. It
Okay.
will remove about 20 because of my.
okay. Yeah. All right. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Cascus, it's your turn.
My turn. Okay, so I'm going to do another.
It looks kind of
Yeah.
pathetic that, like.
Yeah,
But it kind of looks like he's farting.
if I do multiple pulses that affect this creature, does it do multiple damage?
I don't think so. Wait.
So if
The-
I put so I can do multiple pulses of fire damage in the same turn.
Yeah, what's the ability called or spell?
Whirling flames. Damage increases by 3, and you can add another non-overlapping 5-foot burst radius to the area. So I could theoretically have I'm not sure what the heightened level is here actually. I didn't mean to do that. Is that one there?
Well, yeah, it says. It says up to 5-foot bursts that don't overlap. Like, I think that's. It says. I know specifically. Like, you could overlap on one person, but I think otherwise it'd be very, very strong against large creatures.
Yeah, it would be. Alright, I'm going to try something a bit different. I'm going to use Flaming Fusillade, which I've not used before, which I'm going to use. Which basically, it costs a focus point. It means I can cast a fire. How long is it? Doesn't say. Oh, for 1 minute, I can. Every time I do a produce flame, it costs 1 action.
Okay.
So casting the spell is going to cost 2 actions, and then I'm going to move because I can't actually get in range. What's my movement at the moment? 30 feet. I'm going to move to there. Oh. And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Hinera.
Please can I do a recall knowledge check on it to see if I know anything about it?
On the spawn.
We.
Yeah, nature.
Uh, $35?
That's a fail, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna cast Electric Arc because I'm too scared to cast Chain Lightning in case lightning heals it. I'm gonna see if I can see if it heals it. Yeah.
Okay.
It has a range of 30 feet, so it'll jump to this one as well. But it's just a cantrip. Can this no, I'll just cast it on this one first. Can Last Smell please make a reflex save?
Sure.
35.
That's a save. But
Basic, so it takes half damage.
yeah, and then it also jumps to this one. So can they make a save as well?
Which one? Oh, the warden.
This. Yeah,
Oh, sure.
that's 30 feet.
Okay, that is 10 on the warden.
Cool. That's a critical fail. So the main guy the mastermind takes 22. Wait, no, they succeeded, so they take half of that, so they take 11, and then the warden who got a 10 would take 44. Did the lightning damage it? Did it
Seems
look
to.
damaged? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
seems to.
Good, noted. And then I'm gonna move behind here. And can I crouch?
Crouch
Yeah, is this like a platform or a pillar?
is a pillar.
Oh, okay, I'll just stand behind it then.
Cool.
And I do have one more action. I'm gonna cast guidance on Henning.
Thanks.
It's okay.
Feel so guided.
Alright, it's Kelsifer. Mm-hmm. What do you want to use it for? I'll allow it. Okay. A 40 to hit. 40 just hits. Yes, that's correct. Okay. What? How much fire? It's immune to fire. Do you want me to just take half off, or do you want to do it individually? Okay, so 46.
46 is still a fair bit of damage.
Yeah, you see the fire part of it just completely is nullified by it. But
okay.
this spirit, unfortunately, yeah, the spirit doesn't go through. So.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, is that your turn then? All right, Cyan, you see Nyx guiding you up the stairs towards a door over here, and she says, "You need to get this door open."
Okay. Shadow jump over there. That's 2 actions. It's a focus point.
Okay, over here. Is that okay?
Yep.
Ooh, sorry. Yeah, before you, it seems to be a locked door. There is a keyhole. You can try and pick it if you want.
All right, let's have a go. And I'm also gonna call out while I'm doing it. Keep them off me! Ah,
Where
yeah,
are you going?
is part of it. All right, so thievery. I'm gonna throw in a legend point with this.
Okay.
So 47.
Okay, so getting out your thieves' tools, sort of messing with the lock. You hear after a short while, you hear a click, and the door swings open. You've got one more action, right?
Shadow jump was 2 actions.
Oh, okay. So that was that. So you kind of just see a dark room before you. We'll come back to you next time. Right? Henning.
Okay. Am I correct in remembering that when we first started talking about legend points, you can use it to also reduce their saving throw? If I made that up?
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to use my legend point to reduce his saving throw. For Phantasmal Calamity.
ooh.
So I'm gonna just.
That's a nasty sounding
it.
spell.
Can he make a will save, please? Reduced by 10.
Alright. That'll be a 17.
So that's a crit fail. So now can it make a reflex save as well, please?
Okay. That was a 31. So just succeeds.
It just succeeds there. Okay, so it just takes the damage. Damn. Nearly.
It's a basic
this-
will save, so it'll take double damage.
Oh.
So 90. Alright, yeah, you send out a terrifying vision. Not sure how this thing could be terrified, but it is not immune to mental effects, so...
It's scared anyway.
You see
sees
all
a
the eyes kind of like
reflection.
open in fear as it sort of just takes it.
Oh, okay.
It thinks about all the compliments it will never receive again.
Can I use my last action to move here, so I'm behind the pillar?
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. All right. The curator, i.e., Melira, as you recognize her, she is going to use Script of Final Memory.
No.
That doesn't sound good.
I don't want this to be my final memory. Oh, I need to get 14 HP. Not that that's gonna probably.
We all die.
You watch as around you a bunch of arcane glyphs appear near you.
Oh, like the other one. Don't forget I'm invisible. Can she see invisibility?
Yeah, she does not care about that.
She doesn't give a shit.
Well, what a bitch.
And that's her turn. The defender, i.e., this is Jinax, is going to use Aegis of the Aegis of the Last Bastion. You watch as Dinax sort of sends a sort of glowing, begins to cast a glowing dome around Narsamel. Like that. And then Leal, the shepherd, is going to use Lullaby of Oblivion.
Sounds worse.
Are you within 120 feet of her?
That does not sound like a lullaby.
120 feet. You're within 120 feet. Yeah, you are. Is Hank? Hank is as well. Okay. Everyone within 120 feet needs to make a will save, please.
Oh.
Is it a spell?
It's just an aura effect.
Gonna
Pretty
use
seven.
my. I'm gonna use my class feature. What is it? Preternatural parry to add 2 onto this as a reaction. Whatever I roll.
Just bear with me a sec.
So 30.
All right. Cyan, that is a success. Nothing happens. Calcifer, that is a fail. You are dazed 1 and clumsy 1 for a round.
I assume I'm the same.
Sorry, dazzled. Not clumsy. Hank succeeds. Hanera, you succeed. Cascus, you succeed. Henning, you are also dazzled and clumsy. Right, that's their turns. Alright, the assassin in yellow is going to continue to wail on the curator, Melira.
Doesn't look like it's taking a lot of damage.
It's not really rolling very well. Okay, there we go. Right, Narsamel, or the spawn that once was Narsamel, is going to roll 40 feet.
Uh-oh.
Just a writhing mass starts to run towards you. This is also the shield is following him. That's 2 actions, and 1 action is going to make a draw attack against you, Calcifer. That's 33 to hit. Okay. Cascus.
Alright, so the guy in front of me doesn't take any fire damage, so I need to make my move over to one of these guys and start hitting them. Can I, this crocodile's in the water, right?
No, it's flying.
Oh, I couldn't quite see that.
like a
Okay,
snake
in that
or
case, can
something.
I fly up? Because these guys are trying to attack us, right? They're all trying to hit us. They're not friendly.
No, they're not friendly.
The assassin in yellow is already attacking the one at the bottom.
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Although I don't really want to just like abandon you all because if I die, I'm very dead. So can I? What's the rules for flying up again? Because of course we can all fly now. The wings, it's half speed, isn't it? So I can go here up this here in 15 feet. Then I could go another 15 feet. So can I go 30 feet up in here? Is that?
And
that
just one
right?
action.
No, 2 actions it would be. I think.
2 actions, that's fine.
Right? Oh no,
Okay.
wait, to here. Beg your pardon. 30 feet up. Yeah, makes sense. Thank you. And then that puts me. Oh, I'm still too far away from this creature to be able to hit it. So I will use a heal on myself for now. Level.
Oh, sorry, Narsamel actually heals her as well.
4 are they?
Oh,
Oh no, it's 2. Oh no,
It's
I can just do it to
20
myself.
for each warden that is alive.
okay.
And then I need to do +1 d4. Okay. Alright, back. 3, 8. Cool, end of my turn. And then next turn I can start damaging him. Unless he flies away really far, which would be really annoying. Please don't do that.
Hanera.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go. Oop. Actually, do I even need to? Yeah, I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna cast Prismatic Spray. I've never cast it before, and I want to cast it. It's like my class spell. So, can they roll a d8? This one.
Oh yeah, that's Dinax. A D8,
Yeah,
which is 1D8.
yeah.
Okay, I got a 1.
Okay, that's red. Fire damage. Okay, can they make a reflex save? I feel like
That's a 9.
okay, that's a fail. I'm just trying to understand the spell. Sorry.
Just a 9.
It says if the creature is struck by multiple beams. But how do I know that it will be struck by multiple beams? I assumed it would. Anyway, okay, it takes 50 fire damage. Yeah, it's called Prismatic Spray. I thought I understood the spell when I started casting it.
What's
Now
the
I'm
range on
confused.
it?
30-foot cone.
Oh, you're not in range then from there.
Oh, why?
Is it
So
60
flying
feet
up. Oh, I'm gonna fly up 30 feet. Can I do that before I cast it?
Yeah, but that will take you 2 actions for about 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm hasted,
Oh, that's
so I
fine.
couldn't find.
You can't. You can't haste fly action, can you?
Oh. No, I don't know. I assumed it counted that as a move action, but I just moved
No.
anyway.
It's
Oh,
try or strike. For haste.
damn it! Okay, I'll still pretend I didn't cast that. I'll cast magic missile on it.
Okay.
I'll do a level 5.
Mhm.
So that's
Dun, 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 dun.
you alright? And then it's 5 plus 5. No, 9 plus 5. So 39 damage.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, you shoot at the warden. As you're probably quite noticing quite now, the wardens are not particularly deadly. They will just buff and buff and buff and buff. So yeah, like they're fairly weak. So
But it's not dead.
it's not dead.
Oh, okay.
They've got a lot of HP, but they don't have much in terms of resistances or saves.
Okay, and then I'm gonna just like move away from the scary flesh.
Mhm.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Calcifer. Mm-hmm. It seems to be just some sort of arcane rune on the ground at the moment. So, like, Narsamel, or the spawn of Narsamel is kind of like writhing over it at the moment. We're not quite sure what that's going to do there. It just sort of went in between the pillars towards you, so it's quite hard to tell what it's going to do. Mhm. Mhm. Nice. Cool. That's all your actions. All right, Cyan. So
I'm just gonna run in.
yeah, running into the what seems to be a tomb of some sort. In the center of the in the center of what seems to be a kind of circular chamber, a bunch of like urns lined all across the walls, is a sarcophagus in the center of the room. You see Nyx floating over to it. Open it. I need to know.
All right. I guess now's the time, and I just start trying to push it open.
All right, make a athletics check.
All right. I'm not good at these. I'm not good at these at all. 28.
Yeah, you start shoving it. It doesn't quite budge.
Weak.
Oh, dear. Nice try.
Do I have another action, or
You've
did
got
I
one-
use?
No, you've got one more.
All right. Gonna try again. Ah, that's worse.
Yeah, unfortunately, you keep budging. Doesn't seem to open. All right, Henning.
I shrug at Nyx.
Should have not missed arm day, boy. Right. Can I move? I'm gonna move to here. I think I can fly over that pillar. Am I higher than the
It's not.
pillar?
You can't fly over it, but you can fly around it
Okay.
because it goes all the way up to the ceiling. So
Oh, okay. So I need to work out that. How do you get it to? Go-
is it like control click or like if you right click and then
There we
hold
go.
control? Yeah,
There you go. So that's 25 feet to there, apparently. So.
That's,
Ah!
that's 35 in total.
Okay, so I'll use. Oh my god! Stop! Jesus. Right. Okay, so I'll use 2 actions to get to here.
Okay.
And then I don't want to be that close, so I'm going to use another action to fly to here.
Okay.
Relative safety. It's not letting me move. I don't know if I've moved on the screen.
That's fine. You moved on my screen.
And what
Wait,
the hell
what?
happened there?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happened there. I was on 15 health.
Yeah,
so-
that's right.
And then I get another 14 back from
Oh.
the vampire shit, right? So,
Yeah, I'll just move you back and forth. Hopefully, that means you're in the right spot now. Cool.
okay.
All right.
Nice.
All right. The curator is going to use Script of Final Memory.
That was good.
Arcane glyph appears on the ground near where you're at. It doesn't affect you in there, Cyan. Right. Dinax is going to use Aegis of the Last Bastion. So you're actually just next to the dome, aren't you, Cassifer? Hank is in it. Hank needs to make a reflex save, please. All right, that's a success. Suddenly, Hank, like it, sort of his claws grab into the stone as the shield around Narsamel tries to push him forcefully out and away. but Hank sort of hunkers down and doesn't get pushed. And then Leo is going to use Lullaby of Oblivion. Can everyone within 120 feet, excluding you, Cyan, make a will save?
I'm gonna use a legendary.
All right, Calcifer, that is a fail. You are clumsy 2 and dazzled. Hank succeed. No, Hank fails as well. Hank is dazzled. Did he fail his last one as well? I can't remember. Okay, so he's dazzled and clumsy.
Hey.
Cascus 34, that's a success. Nera, that's a success. Henning, that's a critical success. A critical success. All right. The assassin in yellow. Going to make 3 attacks. That's a bit better. Yeah, he's just wailing on Melira.
Woo, go assassin in yellow. Woo! You the man.
Right, Nelsamel is going to make an attack on Hank with his jaws. That's 36 to hit. That's 28 fire damage. Oh no, sorry, that's 28 piercing. Okay. Okay, he takes 13 persistent fire damage. Second attack. He's going to claw you. Enfeeble 2, that's cool. That's fine. Enfeeble 2. Yeah, he can't cast any spells even if he wanted to. He was too stupefied when he died, clearly. Enfeeble 2. Second attack, a claw attack on you, Calcifer. That's 42 to hit. That's 24 slashing damage. And you take 7 persistent fire damage. I'll put that on you. And then he is going to start rolling towards Hinera. Rolling away from you. Right, Cascus.
Okay, I'm gonna go closer to this creature in the air. If I move, I'm gonna need to use 2 actions, aren't I, to be within 30 feet of it? Is that right?
You're within 30 feet of it.
I am. Because it's 30 feet up. It's 60 feet up. I'm 30 feet up.
Oh, so you're talking about Tinax.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so it's 30 feet away
So
from
that'll
you.
take me to near enough to it.
Yeah, one action. Well, do you want to melee it? Is that?
No. I just want to be within 30 feet of it. So I
Oh yeah, you're within 30.
Well, I need to move here and then up a little bit. Like, can you move me 10 feet maybe?
Sure.
And then I'll do it. So it's 40 feet.
Sorry,
in total.
40, yeah.
And then I'm going to use 2 produce flames on it.
Okay.
It's this is the attack roll. Oh, I've lost ink connection to the server. Cool.
Oh no!
Oh no,
Oh, there you go. It's good.
the ultimate spell.
35.
As a crit.
Okay. I'll do damage first. That's 25.
20. What? As a crit?
That's just the damage, sorry, and then I need to
Oh, yeah,
double
so
it.
it should be 50 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will do it again, because it's one action each. 38, so it's a crit again.
That's a crit, yeah.
And then damage, double this. So that's... Oh, I just hit myself 38. That was curious.
Damn.
And then it takes D4 persistent fire damage. 2.
It is immune
to...
to persistent damage.
To fire.
Yeah, damn it. Oh, okay, end of my turn. I am, what's the word? You can't see me in the air. Like, you can, I'm just, you're not John Cena here. What's it, you've got, like, if you want to attack him, you've got to do a roll, and there's a...
Yeah, I get you. Concealed.
Concealed, that's the one.
All right, yeah, he's so blasting at Dinax a bunch. That works. All right, Hanera. You see the spawn rolling towards you, the rolling mass of eyes and teeth and claws and horns.
Hello. It's been a minute since we started the fight, hasn't it?
Yes, it has now.
Yeah, so my haste has probably worn off. But I used my focus point for invisibility, so that lasts 10 minutes. I keep changing what I want to do. I'm gonna cast Chain Lightning. Actually, no, that is up 30 feet. No, wait, because it's another 30 feet, and it's far. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's too far away. I'm gonna move. To here. Oh, actually, gonna move here. And I'm gonna cast Magic Missile again on this guy. Actually, I'm gonna cast Fireball on this one. If that's okay. Hello?
Oh, sorry, on the left or right?
This one, the one on the right.
Sorry, I put myself in a shotgun. I forgot to press the button. On the right. Are you within
Yeah.
range? What's the range of fireballs?
500 feet.
Oh, that's fine then. Alright, just reflex save.
Yes, please.
That is a 12.
No, no, because it's 20-foot burst. They're 45 feet apart. Yeah, all right, I'll do that then. I'll get that one
Yeah,
and that.
that works.
That's a crit fail, a 12.
Yeah, 13 on the other. Both crit fails. Alright, they're both looking hurt.
That's my turn.
Alright. Oh, I forgot to heal up Nasty again. Alright, Kosovo. Yeah, you don't know that. You can do a recall knowledge if you want. I mean, nature check would be very hard, apparently.
I feel like this thing shouldn't see the sun. Entirely different reason.
Okay. Uh, 38 does not hit. Oh, with flat-footed it does, yeah. Yeah, it just hits. Okay. It does appear to be negative, fortitude save.
It's rolling some dice.
It got a 44 on its fortitude save. Okay, so that's 8. It's just 18 because you got fire in there. Okay. Okay. Right, Cyan. So standing over the sarcophagus, been trying to budget. You're gonna give it another try?
Can I look around to see if there's anything that could help me out with this?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Thirty.
Oh, well, it'll go down if you fail the next one. 30. 30 just succeeds. Oh, sorry, on the perception check. So having a look around, yeah, you see kind of nearby a kind of half-rusted sword that you could probably use to add some leverage. I'll give you a +5 when you roll.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna give it another go. No!
Oh, that's it's still budging. It's still not budging.
How many more actions do I have?
We've got 2 more.
All right. Ah,
Oh,
26 plus 5.
Yeah, that's just succeed. So after really heaving, the lid begins to give, and after this kind of seal is broken, you manage to just push it off. The sarcophagus lid slams to the ground, and is that your last action? Is that your last one? Oh,
Well,
you have one more.
I have one more. Yeah.
Okay, so having a look in the sarcophagus, you see a sort of a kind of crystal encasing what seems to be a woman, an elven woman, holding to her chest like some sort of like glowing sword, kind of like almost in you know, as like knights who are buried in a sarcophagus will hold a sword. This kind of glowing sword seems to have the same light of the wardens coming off it. And you hear Nyx kind of gasp and says, "I knew it." We'll come back to
Okay.
you.
All right. Sure.
Right, Henning.
Has his opportunity attacked anybody yet when they've moved away from it?
No, Anira did walk away, but she
And
wasn't.
it didn't opportunity. Because I don't want to be near it. I'm going to move 25 feet to here. Are these living creatures? Are they not?
The wardens.
Yeah. They count as living creatures?
No, sort of
No.
count as something else, I guess. Like ethereal. beings.
Okay. That's annoying.
Or beings or whatever. I don't know.
Okay. Which one's looking more hurt?
Uh, so the one on the right is the most hurt, and then the one on the bottom is
birdie
kind
one.
of equivalent as well.
Bird-looking one. Okay. I'm going to hit it with a ray of frost. That's the only thing I've got in range.
Okay.
So attack roll. 35.
35 on the spawn.
Oh no, this
Oh,
the bird.
yeah, that hits. That is a crit actually.
Oh, cool. So this it'll be double this. 40.
40 damage. All right, it's looking pretty hurt.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Melira is going to use Script of Final Memory and place runes, arcane glyphs nearby. Everyone.
Oh, I need to take my HP. I keep forgetting this.
All right. Dinax is going to trigger a forceful pulse on the shield. Both Hank and Calcifer, can you make reflex saves, please? It's staying until you succeed on a check.
Oh, mine needs to come off then, because I've not been affected by it. I didn't get affected by the last one.
Oh, I'll take yours off. Okay, you are thrown back. In this direction. Right, and Hank moving over triggers one of the glyphs, which explodes. Just a sec. So it explodes in a 5-foot burst. So Hank and Calcifer, you both take 22 psychic damage or mental damage. Okay. Oh, well, it's not really an attack. It's like a mine on the ground. It's like a... Okay. No. Yeah. Alright. And then... Leo. Leo is going to use Lullaby of Oblivion. Can everyone make a will save, please?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Well, except for you.
I'm willing to do it. I'm going to use my
Is Hank dead?
natural
What happened to Hank?
parry.
Okay.
I'd like. I'm going to use my reaction to add 2 to this
Okay.
saving throw. Oh, I didn't need to.
Okay, cool. Success. Elsevier, that's a success. Cascus, that's a success. Hank, that is a fail.
Roll.
So you can bring your clumsy down one, Calcifer. Oh,
Sorry,
was
so
it a crit
fail.
for you? Crit success. Cool, bring it down to.
Am I rolling one as well?
Yes, you are. as well.
Alright, I was out for a sec. Cool. Oh my god.
Hey, crit success.
My
Cool.
own hero.
All good. Right, assassin yellow. Making 3 attacks. Alright. Looking hurt.
Very, very naughty.
Alright, so Narsamel is going to breathe a breath attack. Breath weapon. At Calcifer and Hank.
Oh,
That's a reflex save, please. Oh, did you take your persistent fire damage, actually? Okay. Did Hank take his? Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Uh-huh. Okay, that's cool. What did you get? 42 and 24. That is... So you succeed, Hank... Hank... Hank critically fails. So Hank takes 104 fire damage. And you take 20... You take 26. Oh, sorry, what did you say? If people took. Okay, then. Alright, Hank is gone. Alright, Cascus.
Okay, Cascus is going to repeat and is going to throw 3 produce flames at the creature to the bottom. So, first one. 33.
Please don't hit me with spell.
Mike?
What did you get? 33.
Yeah,
On who are you attacking? You're attacking Leo. Dinax.
yeah,
On the
Dinax.
right. 33 is a critical hit.
Okay. Okay. Or Dinax. That is 48.
48. Okay.
Uh,
All right. Dinax is. All right. Dinax is sort of begins to fade away. Just sort of turns into an orb and kind of just like hovers there.
Okay.
The shield is gone.
I've got 2 turns now, so I can use the next 2 actions to move into position next to Hanira, but so I'm going to use my 2 actions to move here to get ready to wail on the next one. Actually, how damaged is the one south of
This
Hanira?
one is not damaged at all.
Okay, let's sit here and do that one next. Okay.
All right. All right, you done, yeah?
Yeah.
It's your turn. All right, Hanira.
I'm going to do another fireball.
Okay.
The same place. Oh no! Hold on. That's bad. Oh yeah, I could actually do it on these 2. Yeah, I'll hit both of these.
Okay.
And just do I used all my level 3 spell slots on doing all those slows. So I'm gonna do a level 5.
All right.
Please can they both make reflex saves?
Reflex.
Yes, please.
Okay. I mean, it's going to be a crit fail probably, no matter what.
Yay.
Yeah. Natural 1 for a 1 and 18.
Okay. It's 58 damage, so 116.
Oh, should I get rid of Hank, by the way, Cosmo? I'll get rid of Hank. I'll vanish it. It's fine. It's fine. 58, so 106.
116.
Oh, yeah, 116. Alright, 116. 16, you watch as Melira also begins to vanish.
Yay. And then I'm gonna move like. Oh, am I? No. I'm just gonna move here. Wait. Mm-mm. And then move a little bit further. Just behind the steps. Cool. That's my turn.
Alright. Kelsiva. Ugo. Ugo. All right, Cyan. So, looking down at the sarcophagus, yeah, you hear a gasp coming from Nyx, and she says, "I knew something was up. When Narsamel said that he didn't kill me, he preserved me. This is how he's been holding on control of the gloom. He never had power over it at all. He's been using me."
Okay.
Huh.
So what do I do about it? Do I carry on pushing, or what do I do?
Go help your friends. I'll work out what to do here.
All right, sure. And I guess I'm going to run out the door.
Right. You see a kind of scene of chaos, a writhing mass of eyes and mouths and stuff attacking your mates. What do you want to do? Is that like? Is it 25 feet or 30 feet? That movement.
My movement is 25. Yes.
Right, so one movement will get you there.
All right. Can I get to there? Right, diagonal. I'm gonna walk here, and I'm gonna try and stab this blob of mean.
Okay.
What it one?
41. That is a hit.
Okay. I believe some of this is fire damage.
Mhm.
1d4 of it's fire damage.
So that's 2. Okay. So that's 15 damage.
All right, and that's me.
All right. Henning.
Gonna Gonna get the hell away from the room. I'm gonna move to here.
Just make sure you're not walking over.
Okay, I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna move to like that. Move like that.
Mhm.
I think. Stop.
It's fine. I'll move you. It's cool.
Is there?
No, not yet.
No. Okay. So I need to get my HP back. 14. And then I'm going to cast another Ray of Frost on the big blobby guy.
Mhm.
We can actually attack him. So, attack.
Oh, was there a rare frost you did before?
Yeah.
How much damage did that do before?
40.
Should do another 20 on top of that.
Oh, well, it's dead
Oh.
now.
Oh wait, sorry. You mean the sorry, not Arsenal, the other guy. That's fine.
Yeah, I attacked the thing.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's 28.
28 to hit.
Good to
That is
know.
a crit.
Oh, it's a crit.
These guys aren't bad at all.
So 19 doubled, then plus 20 by the sounds of it.
Not sorry, it's not plus 20 on these guys. It's just plus, it was if you hit an Arsenal.
Yeah, that's what I'm hitting now. That's what
Oh,
I'm
you're
hitting
hitting Arsenal now. Okay, that's fine. Oh, sorry. So then 28 misses then.
now.
sorry.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about fake news.
So,
No, 28 misses.
playing with my emotions. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's the end of my turn. Then.
All right, cool. In that case, we're on. You watch as the kind of balls of light of the wardens kind of begin to flicker out, and then suddenly they just shoot into Narsamel before they.
Oh,
vanish.
fuck me.
Uh-oh.
You hear coming from inside Narsamel saying, "Your only chance." Leo is going to use Lullaby of Oblivion. Can everyone make a will save, please?
Of course.
I'm going to use my +2 again as a reaction.
Hell yeah.
Just gonna...
Mine's 38.
Uh,
All right, Cyan, that is a fail. So you are dazzled and clumsy. Henning, that's a success. Cascus, that's a success. Calcifer, that is a fail. Hanera, that is a crit success. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right, the assassin in yellow kind of like scoffs and says, "You're not going to stop me." He's just going to shadow blink to 90 feet. That's right. He's just going to appear next to the. Actually, no, he's going to appear in the air next to the sky. He attacks. All right. Nelsamel is going to make a claw attack against you, Cyan. It's got 10-foot reach. That's a 46 to hit.
That's still a crit. Fuck me.
That's 34 damage.
Oh, I'm not looking too hard. So I take 1.
Yeah. And then there's also, yeah, and 9 persistent fire damage.
Oh, fuck me. Does that mean I take it now, or...?
At the end of your turn. And then it's going to make an attack against you with its jaws. Calcifer. Oh, that's a natural one for 29, but it's one stage lower. And then it is going to roll
Rolled.
this way.
Roll this way.
Cascus.
Okay. I'm going to shoot the creature to the bottom again. So, first one.
Oh, sorry. Also, at the end of its turn, it uses Arcane Sigil.
Okay.
That is just a passive thing it does now.
It's like Cell from Dragon
All right, here we go. All right,
Yep.
Cascus.
35 on his name.
Leo. Leo? 35 is a crit.
Wonderful.
Neil.
Neil. It looks like an alligator, it's a snake, but it looks like it's like an alligator from. It reminds me of the one from
Yeah.
Princess and the Frog.
The tokens are cool. I like them.
Yeah, I like them too. So that's what am I looking at? 29 times 2, so 58,
Mm-hmm.
and then 33.
33 is a crit as well.
42.
Uh,
Be a crit.
yeah.
50.
Okay. It's dead.
Cool.
And like
Enjoy
before-
the list buffs.
it is going to vanish.
Mm.
2 down, 1 to go.
Anira.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna move to here, and then I'm gonna cast Frigid Flurry on it. So I'll move over to this side. Do I want to cast that? Because then I'll move over to the other side of the room, but it's the only cold damage I have. Yeah, I do actually. I could just do that. Okay, I'm gonna cast this. Can I make a reflex save, please?
Sure. 41 to hit. 41 to save, sorry.
That is a regular success. I don't know if it's gonna split up the damage.
So half damage, I guess.
Well, part of it's cold damage. Do you need that?
Oh, right. Which? Cold and slashing. All right. So the top one's cold. So 25. So. Well, actually, it doesn't matter because it's just is weakness to cold, so it takes an additional 20.
Okay.
So that's going to be 9. Oh, no, it's half of 69, and it takes an additional 20.
And I fly over the other side of the room. That's the, that's the
Mhm.
annoying part of the spell.
Right, that's your turn then.
hmm
Calcifer.
That's a good thing to live by.
29. That is a miss. Alright. Cyan.
If I go to just below Calcifer, will it still be flat-footed from flanking?
You go below Calcifer.
Yeah, the space just below him.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna try giving him a good old-fashioned whack.
Oh, wait, hang on. He's not. No, you won't be flanking because Henning actually is 30 feet up.
Oh, okay.
So Henning's not actually within melee range of it.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna stab him anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me?
No.
Just-
Oh.
I don't know what's happening. Sorry.
Okay. Doesn't sound like that for me. It sounds my thing.
It was. I could hear it as well.
Oh. 32. That's a miss.
But one more go. Miss. And I take 9 persistent bleed, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Does that go down at all?
You need to
Or...
do a flat check. It's a 15, I think.
Okay. Hang on. Slash 1d20. Hey!
Alright. Succeed. It goes away.
So does that go away?
Yeah, it goes
or-
away entirely.
Okay. And what happens to my dazzled and clumsy?
Oh, that goes away now after the end of your turn.
Cool. And I don't take any damage? Or does that still carry on?
You still take the damage from the bleed this turn, but
Alright, okay.
after that it's gone. Yes. All right. Henning. Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm gonna continue to kite him. I'm gonna go back here.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on him.
Okay.
38.
I'm not seeing. Oh, there's an error. Okay.
38 is a miss.
Oh my god, his AC's high. Okay, well, that's me.
Okay. All right. The assassin in yellow is going to shadow jump.
Oh! He does that too! Lovely.
He is an assassin. Like,
Yeah.
thematic.
All right, and then he's going to make 2 attacks.
Kill attack. I thought Shadow Jump was 2 actions.
1 attack.
Or is it a different Shadow Jump?
No, 1 attack. That's a miss. And that's a miss. Alright, this Spawn's looking hurt. It is going to. Oh, its heat surge is now on. Alright. It's going to make a draw attack against Calcifer. 43 to hit. That's 24. Okay. And you are on fire. That is 8 persistent fire damage. It's going to use an action to grab. That is athletics check of 48. You are grabbed.
And then it's going to use Heat Surge. Anyone in physical contact with the spawn increases damage of its internal focus to 10d8 persistent fire damage.
Damn.
Oh,
So that's 55 persistent fire damage, Elsevier, whilst you're in contact with it.
Fuck.
I'm not going to click the persistent fire damage thing 55 times. So... that's fine. Alright, that was 2 actions in total. And it's going to make a claw attack against you, Cyan.
Nimble dodge.
35 to hit.
That misses.
Alright, it's the end of its turn. Cool. Also, at the end of its turn, it puts more glyphs down. Glyph, 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 glyph. Where's Hinera? Where's she gone? Where are you?
On the far right.
I'm
Oh,
on
she's
the
all the way
side
over there.
because of my spell.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
no!
good.
I mean,
Alright, so Cascus is going to go
yeah.
due south now. Oh no. The problem is my dam. I'm going to move south a little bit just so I'm not too close. I don't know if he's got any madness that will kill me, but probably want to go over the bridge. So I'm going to do that. And then, so
Are you going over the glyph? That's
Well,
the...
I'm 40 feet in the air, so
Do you want to try it?
no.
Do it.
No, I can just. Yeah. I will just move this way. I will do that. Can I lower? And can I lower my? Can you lower me down? So what was that? Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, I can't. So can you lower me down 35, please?
35.
That'll do, and then I got 1 action left. Look, I'll throw it. No, I know it doesn't work. It's pointless. It doesn't help. I'll just heal myself, and because I can touch myself. Hey.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Cascus is enjoying this fight a bit too much.
I'm only doing a level 3, so 16. Cool. Okay, end of my turn.
Very, very important.
I
is that
just
the-
imagine Nursemel's ghost just dancing to this in the background.
That's the end of your turn, Cascus, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, Hinera.
I'm gonna cast that spell again. So I end up back here. Can they make a reflex save?
Is that a teleport, or do you, like, move over there?
No, I move past
So
it.
You'll break one of those, at least.
Oh shit! I
Oh,
forgot
actually,
about
maybe
that.
2 on the way?
Oh yeah. It triggers reactions, but you can't. But the storm of ice crystals prevent you from being affected by any effects.
Oh, okay, that's fine. It does break. I guess that's what
Maybe.
happens then. Alright. Alright, do your rolls. Wait, does it need to do a save?
Yeah,
Or-
reflex save.
Is it everyone in the path needs to do a reflex save?
No, allies don't have to do it.
Okay.
Flows harmlessly around your allies. Magic.
37.
Okay. That's a regular success. But it's half.
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Alright, it takes an extra 20. Alright.
Oh. What have I done? There we go.
Okay, that's all done.
And then I think I'm just gonna like. What happens when I trigger the things?
They explode, and you'd normally take damage, but oh wait, this one was triggered. So actually, is a 5-foot burst.
Oh, you're welcome, guys.
Thanks, Joanne.
So hang on. So 8d6
Is that to Calcifer?
to both
Just
you
or-
and Calcifer.
Oh,
So
okay.
this one,
I thought it was a 5-foot burst.
yeah, you're within 5 feet of it.
Am I?
There was one. There was one here. Sorry, I got rid of it, but it's just here. It was here.
Okay.
It was
You mean
here. It was
this
here.
one?
This one. Sorry, I got rid of it. So that is 25 damage to Calcifer and Sight.
I'm not doing too good.
No. It sort of counts as just a mine, effectively. Calcifer. All right. Is it its fortitude DC? That succeeds. Okay. Sorry, I need to go to your grabbed.
You trigger another X while you do it.
No, he went this way.
Ah, right, okay.
Cool. Okay, cool. All right, so
So is it being flanked now?
yes.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm gonna try hitting it again.
That's a good plan.
45.
45. All right, that is a hit.
Alright. The D4 of this is removed, which I believe is 3.
Okay, it's 22.
And,
And sneak
slash art. Yep. And sneak attack. 12. Then I'm going to twist the knife with an action to give it persistent bleed 3.
All right.
And then I'm going to try hitting it again.
Mhm.
Ah. Yeah. 27.
27, that misses. All right, Henning.
Okay, I'm gonna move away from the glyph, and I'm going to. Hang on. I want to cast this. I just want to make. It's a 60-foot burst, but I think I can. Can I position it in a way it's not going to hit anyone? Surely, yeah.
Probably.
There you go. Yeah, like that. Yeah, just. Is that okay? I can just.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Can he make a 30? Sorry. Can he make a reflex save?
That's a 6. Oh, sorry. This is a 60-foot burst. Oh, hang on. You could do it here, like that.
That's gonna hit Hanera.
No,
It's not.
Is it not?
no.
Oh, is it because it's in the air? Or...
She's just nestled
She's nestled.
between two.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the thing. Okay, cool. Yeah. Can you make a reflex save, please?
Sure.
So passes. So it's going to take half damage.
Okay.
But this is cold damage.
Okay.
Oh. Nice.
34 plus 20.
So it takes half of 69.
Yeah. It's looking really hurt. Looking really hurt.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, I take it's not a living creature either.
No,
Define
it's
living.
undead.
Oh.
Person in yellow is going to make some attacks. Uh, 3 misses. So
Oh. Okay. Fuck.
You were the chosen one.
all right, this is going to make a draw attack on you, Cyan.
Nimble dodge.
31 to hit.
Ah, that's a miss. Like a chump.
Okay.
Ha!
Second attack is going to make a claw attack. Oh no. It's going to use a breath weapon. I can make a hang on. See where I can make a cone from.
I love the idea that it doesn't even need to turn around because there's just so many different mouths.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's rude.
Yeah, I'm just do that. Wait, is this how far along is this? It's not going to hit Henning,
Yay!
but it will hit Hanera and Calcifer. Can you make a reflex save, please? Okay.
No.
Ooh, that's a crit fail for Hanera and a fail for Calcifer.
For me.
So that'll be 130 on you, Hanera.
Oh no.
116 for you now.
I'm down.
Okay, and Calcifer, that'll be 65.
Do I? No. I don't get anything extra because it's a crit, do I? That's only when I'm already down.
No.
Okay.
You are currently unconscious. And then at the end of its turn, it's going to make more glyphs. Alright, that's the end of its turn. Cascus.
Okay, right. I'm gonna do a big heal. Okay. Well, kind of awkward too. I do my extend thing to reach near. I have a spell, but I haven't used it for a long time. Quicken casting, is that it? No, that's not it. Reach spell, that was it. Okay, wait, hold on. You can extend the range of your spells if your next action uses to cast spells in range, increase the spell range. Okay, so are you within 60 feet of me? Yes. Okay, I'm going to go heal Hinera using, so I'm going to use Reach spell, which is an action, one action. And then I'm going to do a heal, so I can do a 2-action heal for you. Lucky you. And I'll do it at level 7. Wow. look at me.
Ooh.
There
Wow.
you go. I'm going to have to do some extra rolls here. Hold on, sorry. It's going to be annoying. So I need to do roll 4d8. Oh, I should have done plus 24. So, and then I need to do 16. basically that healing. So 35 plus 25 plus 24.
What?
Yes, sorry, yeah. All those numbers, add them into your health pool.
Okay, I can do that.
End of my
Well,
turn.
everyone.
No, just Tanira. She's down. She's fine.
Okay.
Just do it one by one. No, I've already started doing it.
Don't tell me the numbers. All right. Is that your turn, Cascus?
Yeah.
All right. It's Hanera's turn next.
This is my turn. Move to after.
My it's done. I'll have to get going. Just grab that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Why can't I like unconscious you? Alright. Oh, your turn moves just before its turn. Okay. So it's actually Calcifer's turn, sorry. $43, that is a hit. Okay. 25. It's going to use a internal furnace reaction. A creature adjacent to the spawn touches or hits it with a physical attack. Can you make a reflex save? Calcifer. Okay, that succeeds. That's fine. That's nothing. Okay. All right, Sam. Oh, Sam's back or not back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, hello.
Cool. I'm gonna try hitting him again.
All right.
32.
32 misses.
Piss. Try again.
That also misses.
So try again. Try again. This way again. Yeah. I don't know. One more time, and I'm gonna just scream, Nix, hurry the fuck up! Yeah.
All right.
That's me.
Henning.
Okay, I'm gonna move to yeah. So again, I'm not near glyphs, and I'm gonna try and have a Ray of Frost. Seems to do damage. Come on, Ray of Frost. Come on, Ray of Frost. Ah! Yeah. Okay, that's a miss.
That does miss, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that's my turn again.
Okay. Person in yellow is going to make 3 attacks. You see, as he's like fighting more and more, he's looking more and more ill. And seems to be getting weaker and weaker as he fights. And oh, he has not hit those either. Okay, Hanera.
Is that the assassin in yellow sneezing because he's feeling ill?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast electric arc again.
Okay. Does he need to do a reflex save? Oh, is it a save?
Yeah, it needs to do a reflex save.
What's your DC?
33.
I got a 45.
Well, doesn't take any
So,
damage then.
oh, that's a crit success, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
and then
it's
I'm
very.
gonna,
It's
gonna
surviving
move,
everything.
like, here.
Okay. Alright, the spawn is going to attack Cyan with a Jaws attack.
Nimble dodge.
31 to hit.
Missed.
It's going to attack Calcifer with a claw. 30 to hit. I'm going to attack the assassin in yellow with a claw attack. 28. Misses. Cascus.
Who's looking particularly dead?
I'm alright
Oh, I'm
now.
not looking great.
It's me. Speaking of,
You're not looking great, Henning. Oh, I don't want to.
I'm probably
Um,
better than some others.
Okay, Aaron, you're hurting.
Yeah, I'm hurting. Yeah, I'm hurting big time.
So I'm not. I feel like I'm not. I feel like somebody has to do the healing, otherwise we're just gonna die. So. And my damage is fire, so it's not very helpful. And AOE. So I'm gonna do
So,
level 5.
14. Oh,
Say
wait, no,
again?
that's you. Oh,
I'm
no, never mind. I was just looking at the thing.
Okay,
Confused.
so there's actually
Level
more,
5. So
more
then
glyphs
plus.
that need to be done.
Hold on. 2d8 plus 16. And so that's your healing. And then I'm gonna move. Well, I can't. I'm 5. So I got 1 action. Can I go 5, 10, 50? Yeah, I can. 5. 10, 50. Just in case I get puked on or something. Okay. Done. Actually, no. I'm going to move this way instead. So I can come this way. Get on the
Alright.
stairs. Yep.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Calcifer. Alright, make a attack. Natural 20. That is crit success. How would you like to kill it?
What?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you watch as Cyan, you just begin to see all the flesh covered in flames begin to just sort of warp as blocks it by view. The other side of it, Calcifer is just marching his way through the body, just like completely just destroying it, bursting out the other side as it sort of begins to sink into the ground and into a flaming pile of goop. You watch as the 3 orbs that were inside it begin to float up into the air as the assassin in yellow kind of falls to his knees, his sword propping him up. He just begins to point his sword up in the air and says, "Now die!" to the wardens. But nothing happens. His power seems to, after years of abuse of his body, taking Akidian, the assassin in yellow seems to finally be falling. The wardens kind of begin circling above you until suddenly 3 shots of energy shoot out from the doorway, disintegrating them. Looking over at the doorway, you see, standing there, a woman with long silver hair, with ashy skin, wearing a kind of a simple kind of silk dress and a crown on her head. Taking a few steps down, you also watch as all the glyphs kind of go away. The assassin in yellow kind of falling to his knees and kind of gasping and heavy breathing. as you watch, Cyan, as the dead body who was in the sarcophagus only moments before is now walking down the steps towards you all. She says, "Oh, it's good to be back. Quick, we must finish the ritual." As she begins to sort of march down the bridge, beckons you to follow.
I do so.
Mm.
All right. You begin to see cracks beginning to appear in the palace walls as chunks of masonry begin falling from the sky. Just as you cross the bridge, a large chunk from the ceiling, as the entire ceiling begins to collapse, crashes through the bridge, sending it plummeting into the depths below, kind of just vanishing within the fog. As Queen Vanya, resurrected, inside the tomb, turns to you and Cyan and says, "I knew it would all come to this." Rushes down the steps. Cyan, you feel like a sense of separation almost, that Nyx is no longer there. Now, somehow, whatever happened in that tomb has now been reunited with her body. Marching down the steps as the entire tower begins to rumble and crumble around you, you see all of the kind of mishmash of guardians that Narsimel kept alongside him, those with masks on his face, looking up in confusion as those kind of twisted masks that they wore now are fallen at their feet, sort of looking at each other like, "What the hell's happened? What's going on?"
Hmm.
My yeah, as you're sort of all limping out of the tower, she takes you down the steps into the back garden and points to a fountain and says, "Quick, break the top of that. That's what's within is what you've been looking for." You
I'll
hear
help
over
out.
you hear over the sending stone, Morna saying, "Right on, we're heading over to you. It seems that the armies are backing off now. We'll be there in 5." You still hear the explosions and sort of you see in the distance by the main gates of the city like a big plume of smoke and fire kind of raging around. Clearly, a large battle has been fought. As you head over to the fountain, which is a fountain which has what seems to be an elven king, maybe about 7 foot or 8 foot tall, kind of poking out at the top of the fountain, made of marble or something. Vanya kind of nods to you, Cyan. As you all, I guess, want to just try and pull the statue off.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can give it a. Yeah.
Make an athletics check. You can all do it. Or like, actually, maybe whoever's the strongest do it, and then the rest can assist. That's fine.
Queen Vanya, 50 strength.
All right. That's enough anyway. That's fine. Pulling the statue, it kind of begins to crumble and fall, and you see a sort of small little recess underneath it, where inside seems to be some sort of hammer made of what seems to be steel or silver, kind of a silvery look to it. In the same kind of looking at weapon as your Dawnweaver. Yeah. It's what it is Dawnweaver. Yeah. And taking out the hammer, it seems to almost interestingly kind of have recesses and grooves all along the side of it, and a kind of mechanism that attaches on the other side to the lance. So you can have like a hammer on one side and the lance on the other. But you see before you what is clearly the weapon that you've been looking for, Moonbreaker.
Mm. There was something buried here, wasn't there?
That's what you've been looking for.
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
believe
no,
that's it.
no, there was something else. Hold on. There was something else here, I thought.
Not to my memory.
There was something else around here, I thought. Summer garden goods. Maybe not. Maybe I'm
No, this
misremembering.
was you're probably just
Oh, there was something else here.
mixing them.
Okay, no worries.
You see both. You see the assassin in yellow kind of collapse in the garden. His shallow breaths as the sword sort of lies next to him. He looks up at you all as you kind of crowd around him and says, I think this is the end of the road for me.
Hey, don't say that. The banking guild's still around.
I've done my duty. Everyone I cared about is dead now. Well, he looks up and says, after I'm gone, I will have the astral world with Uthrend to look forward to. It's going to be freed once I'm gone. It won't be long. You watch as he kind of closes his eyes and kind of begins to meditate. And around him, fog begins to clump and sort of almost kind of rise out of the ground over him, almost entirely covering his body. And just after maybe a few seconds, the fog begins to disappear and his body is completely gone. And all is left is the sword.
Well, I hate to say it, but maybe someone should pick that up. You never know. Yeah.
You begin to hear whirring overhead of skyships as they begin to circle the palace. One of them begins to lower itself and kind of lands in the garden just beside you, as they throw a few like rope ladders over the side. And both Morna and Roxon, as well as a number of gnomes, begin to climb down, kind of secure the area. She walks over to you and says, looking absolutely battered, by the way, kind of covered in bruises. Roxon's like covered head to toe in blood. There's just like two axes in his hand, just dripping. And says, "Well, you did it then." Oh, never better. Morna says.
I feel like this is more your natural state than not being covered in blood and bruises and cuts.
You hear a kind of yelp from behind you. You turn around, you see Queen Vanya kind of like kneeling, kind of clutching her stomach, kind of
Oh fuck!
propping herself up next to the fountain.
And I'm immediately gonna put an arm around her, try and keep her steady.
She's... Oh.
Thank you, Cyan, she says. I don't know how to tell you this.
Oh no, you can't. Not now.
She looks up and says, "The gloom is finally dying. It's the only way."
But your people, you gotta stay strong for them, right?
I had a choice, she says. It was either me or my people. I'm sorry. I chose my people. It was me that she sort of coughs and looks up, and her ashy skin looks even more pale than before. She said, "I was meant to die a long time ago." But this means that my people can continue.
But what?
I'm connected with the gloom in a way that no mortal ever should be. No immortal elf or mortal elf. This place was... its power was harnessed by the wardens, and the only way to get rid of them was to take on that power.
Where does that power go now, if you were to pass away?
The gloom is going, like I said. I will go with it.
How can the gloom just go?
The curse. It's not worth explaining. Pandaren made this place so that the only way it could be destroyed is if the wardens went. Now they're gone. Anyone who uses its power will also have to. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. This is. It was always going to end this way, wasn't it?
I had always thought there might be another opportunity or chance, but I realized when I was in that tomb that all of this was my chance. It's a chance to make things right and to fix what I couldn't fix in my past life. This place was always a prison for us, and although I made the most of it, I refuse to let my people live in prison anymore. When you get back, she sort of like winces a little bit. When you get back to Adana, keep them safe.
You have my word.
She looks up. You see that? Above us? Stars. You see that above, where Adana would be facing you, there's nothing but the night sky. Thousands and thousands of stars. Blinking. She lies down and holds your hand and squeezes it tight. Go. My people will need you on the other side. And then she closes her eyes. And the world around you begins to shift and morph as the palace and the city of Nevorlis around you begins to give way to a mountain landscape with forests all around. The trees begin to look like they have life once more. And in the distance, you see cities lit up in the night sky. And in the distance, in the east, the first rays of dawn as the sun begins to rise over the horizon. Looking back down at where Queen Vanya once was, there's nothing but a bed of roses. Honor looks up and says, let's get onto the ship. Got to head back. We've got to see what's happened. Come.
Cyan spends a few seconds just staring at the roses, and without saying anything, follows.
The mood on the ships is one of celebration, of enjoyment, of revelry. Orcs and gnomes kind of clanking glasses together as you maybe morosely walk past them. In the distance, you hear like cavalry calls from the elves of Adana that perhaps you haven't heard for a long time. Here. Sort of, actually, I've got another. I don't know. Yeah, as the next few hours pass, the sun begins to rise. Any remnant of the gloom that you see, have seen before, is gone, except for the just thousands of kind of confused and lost gloom residents who have found themselves just in this realm. Let's get rid of these lines. But as you, as the ships begin to head towards the city of Lenora, picking up whoever they can along the way, and for those people they can't pick up, just passing on the message of where to go. It seems that the gloom, the curse on Adana, has now settled. It's now back to how it was before, how you first saw it.
Is anything changed? Like, is there any evidence of like the conflicts or anything, or is it just like completely?
As far as you're aware, there doesn't seem to be any like demarcation lines of like no man's land or like armies around. If you remember, like the armies, especially House Kaidus's armies before you left, were kind of in a state of rout anyway. So the chances are that they're completely in disarray, and you know maybe there's bands of bandits or whatever around, but not too much different to usual. But for the most part, especially as you begin to approach the city of Lenora, all around you see sort of banners of victory, flags flying, horns blaring, Kirax sort of flying around, especially like squads of Kirax riders escorting the skyships in celebration into the city.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, is there anything anyone wants to do on the journey?
I mean, is Cassis getting? Is he being ignored at the moment? Is he being dragged away? I mean, essentially, he's completed his task as he kind of reflects, looking over and wondering if this will be the last time he sees kind of the blue sky.
You feel a calling to head back, but there's no immediate rush. But it would probably be your last night with your friends. Do you want to say or do anything?
I mean, they knew. I guess Cascus goes over to Cyan, who's probably distraught. He kind of kneels next to him. You know, many months ago, is it years? Like, how long have we been together as a group?
About a year.
Yeah. When I first met you, there was a wit to you. And I think you would have done yourself then proud. I know it probably does not feel it at the moment, but through loss we learn a lot about ourselves, and I think Vanya, Nix, whatever you want to call her, she was at peace. She made her choice, and it was a noble one.
I thank you. I don't think it matters anymore.
It does matter. Look around you. He kind of gestures at I suppose, looking over the Zeppelin at the kind of the mountains in the city, and the fact that people are celebrating. It matters to everyone here. They may not know her name, her deeds, or what she did, or what she meant. But that does not make it any less important.
I suppose you're right. I just
When I
uh,
lost
well,
Ugo, I thought it was the end of myself. I did not realize how much I relied on him over the years and how much he'd made me into perhaps a worse person, but because of myself, not him. But yeah, I grew from it, and you still have the opportunity to do so. You are not chained to anything. You are free.
how free are you?
I do not know. I have made my choices, not good ones at the best of times. And I am to pay my due for those decisions. But there is opportunity there, and I do not know where I will go from here, but I am glad I am not the person I was at the start of this journey. He was more greedy. He did not value life as much as I feel I do now. To have faced death, literally in the face, it changes a man.
Cyan is probably for the first time going to smile, but it's more cheeky than anything, and he's going to say, "I'm glad you're not the same person you were at the start as well."
He kind of pats his shoulder, doesn't say a word, and kind of just walks away. You can't see his face or his reaction, but you imagine he was emotionally stirred by it, I suppose.
Calcifer, as you sort of settle on the ship, you see your wife. What's her name again? Remind me. Hilira. She just sort of bursts through the decks and gives you a big hug. You're alive. Why are you so like burnt? Just oh, there's everything. Oh my god, we both made it. Yeah, the whole thing was a close call. There was like monsters on the ship, and I had to hide, and it was all good. It was all good. Nothing that I expected. To be fair, it was only for like 5 minutes, so it wasn't that bad. I thought the battle would be like hours, but no, it was only about 5 minutes in total. So yeah, tell me about it. So everything went as planned then. Well, I'm just thinking about, honestly, I'm just thinking about this city now that you've been talking about. I mean, I'm desperate to see the kids again, but I could get them on a boat. I mean, we could go to Ashmelon for a bit. I mean, she raises an eyebrow. Oh, we can- yeah, I did say I didn't remember much about how I died, to be fair. But that would be, I mean, it would be worth trying to work out how that happened in the first place, who is responsible. Like, can we can do that. We could probably spend some time in Ashmelon. But listen, I mean, we all need a holiday, right? We've been busy. Where is Hank? Can you?
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, what did you do to him? Uh, yeah, yeah. Henning, Vance appears next to you, just as you get a quiet moment on the ship, and says, "Well, you made it."
Well, just about. There was a bit of a hairy moment there, but made it through. Alive.
Indeed. So, it goes on to our side of your side of the bargain now. You're going to
Yes.
free me, right?
Of course. Lead the way.
Don't do it.
We will.
You know where
Well,
you lead us there.
We'll catch up with that next session, I think. Is there any last bits people want to do? Otherwise, we'll finish up here.
Um
Oh, sure, yeah. So I was thinking maybe next session we can do a kind of downtime session. just go through all the leftover bits that we need to do, and then like we probably have a couple of years downtime now, unless there's like something.
Well, I'd like to get this ring off. So...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Like we can do that all that next session.
I won't be around next Sunday, so I'll just message you what Cyan's gonna want to do.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine.
That'd be fine. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm actually probably not going to be able to do next week either. So probably
Oh, okay.
there's a Bloodstock Battle of the Bands thing I want to go to on the Sunday. So see. But yeah, okay, we'll finish off there then. Thanks for playing. I hope everything was all right. Yeah, and we'll catch up with what everyone wants to do next time. Just send me messages about like if we do have a long period of downtime, like what your goals are and what you want to be doing, and we can work that out. Like if we do a few downtime sessions, we can just sort of have like large gaps of time between people doing things. So like we can cover like a year's worth of stuff in one session, and all that. And then yeah, we'll see for Act 3. All right.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
Great, amazing, thank you. Yeah, see you next week. Maybe or the week after.
Well, or not.
Yeah, next week that we play. All right.